Hello, YouTubes. This is Pokemon Eevee Gamer, hence the Eevee. Today I'm going to be opening Touken Ranbu English G. Um, I should actually flip the mat over since you can't see this. And I have no idea why I just heard rumbling. Anyway, so this is what the mat looks like. There's two mats. This promo is like 8 of this, but you know. And then this promo is different. It has 8 packs of 4 instead of 8 packs of 5. The difference is that there's 7 packs in each. Ow! And I just hit my ears on something, so I'll begin. I think I have a guest with me. Unfortunately, you can't be seen, but it's okay. She will be entertaining us with screams and my poor ears. My last sneak peek I had, a friend of mine, he pulls 3 SPs, so I'm trying to beat that. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's gonna work. So yeah, I will begin. Oh, by the way, it is Halloween night. No, I will not be sharing candy, I'm sorry. I'm actually really, really poor, so this caused it, actually. So yeah, let's begin. The guy that I helped pulled, he pulled this guy as SP. I was like, oh, that's wonderful. What do you do? Oh, that's what you do. Okay, I'm not very interested. He pulled my SP, but I was like, oh, okay, I don't care. First card is common. Second card is common. Third card is common. Fourth card common. Fifth is common. Sixth we have a rare. And seventh, great. Okay. This guy. Um, he's a triple R. He's the. I'll explain what everyone does later on. If you know what he does, great for you. If you don't know what he does, I'll explain to you what that does later. He's actually a broken card if it's used correctly. Okay, next set or next package. Common. You know, I'm just gonna organize this by like ones, twos, and zeros for now. Oh, that's rare. Trigger. Grade 1, rare, and quintet wall. Or grade 2 rare, quintet wall. Out of the triggers, there's 3 sets of stands, 2 sets of draws, 1 set of heal, and I think 3 sets of crits in this set. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain how much I spend on this. Too much. My mom's gonna kill me in the back. Anyways, common, grade 2, grade 2. This guy's stupid. I'll explain to you what it does. Another stand, another heal, jaw, and then the other rare, and a double R critical. He does something as a double R. I'll explain to you what he does later. He's okay. He's wonderful to most people. Irony is that the guy who did the first set on me, he couldn't pull any of him. So I'm like, okay, pull something you don't have. Sucks for you. Anyways, grade 3. This one's not the best. It's there just because. To be honest, if someone could manipulate what he does, instead of him being at 10k, he'd be 11, he'd be better. But you know what? There's always going to be that one set that there's going to be a 10k. Your 12k base, always, whether he's on Vanguard, Rearguard, and your Stride Father. He's a rare, unfortunately. Okay. I was going to ask the audience which packs do I go after next. Left, right, and left, right. I'll let my special person, where is she? Disappeared. Pick a side. So the side? Sure. Okay. Left, up or down? Okay, we'll go this way next. It seems like only I could hear, so she's the genie, I guess. Okay. Next, you can ask. Oh, sorry. You can pick next time, Evie. There's a number of these. Common to 0, Shy Father. Um. Okay, this guy. That's all I've got. I'm like, okay, that's a double R. To be honest, if I get an SP, I'm gonna cry, but you know, that's just me. The other rare. Oh! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! Sorry, this guy. Ichigo. A friend of mine looking for him, I pulled him. So I jinxed him. Sucker. This is what you get for pulling 3 SPs on me. Yeah. I'll pull all your cards that you need, and I don't care. It'd be nice to just have just one of him. He pulled none. A friend of mine, he pulled none of his Ichigos. I'm like, oh, sucker. How many are you ready? He's like, I'm maining the deck. He's maining this guy, so the deck revolves around him. I'm like, good luck with that. Oh, my first SP. Actually, my second one. It's the grade 2 7K. To be honest, he sucks. Just because he's a Counterblast Soul Blast one, and he's a 7K. That's like, okay, sure. This is my second SP off of the same person, so I guess, sure. So I need another pile. I need another pile. If I can get 2 more and make it 4, then I guess I win the SP war. To be honest, like, oh, okay, sure. One SP. Let's see, grade 2, critical, stand, Shy Father, you again, you, okay, sure, if you know if you can use him correctly, guys, or ladies, sure, go for it. Yeah, I'm done. Okay, so I'm slightly being crowded in the corner, so I'm going to move back, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Evie, pick a side, left or right? Okay. So he picks the right side. Up or down? Okay, he's gonna go down. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I will be promoting a Ground Wars. Ground Wars is a group that is an event I made specifically just for tonight. It's basically like Pokemon in a sense. You pick 6 clans, but each clan has to be different. Yeah. So if you're going United Sanctuary, you pick 1 from United Sanctuary. You pick 1 from Dragon Nation. You pick 1 from Water Nation, 1 from Dark Zone, 1 from Stargate, and 1 from whatever that zoo is called. There you go. You have 6 nations. You have 6 You have 6 clans. Good luck. As for me, I'm just gonna be using dragons and United Sanctuary and Dark Zone. I'm like, I'm done. To be honest. Or just squish everybody with Kagero. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die with Shadow Paladins. Or die to Shadow Paladins. Okay, grade 1, grade 0, grade 0. Oh, the 12K beater again. And this fool again. Okay. Oh. 2, 0, 0. Could tell well again. I think I'm missing like PGs maybe PGs maybe PGs. Oh, by the way, this set comes out. Actually, it got pushed back again. So it was supposed to come out at the end of this month. Now it got pushed until like November 30th, I think. So it was November 12th, 17th, and it got pushed to the 30th. I was like, oh, okay. Second grade 2, second grade 3, second 2, heal, stand. Oh, the rare! And I jinxed myself. I got PG. Okay, this guy and the grade 4 of him is very interesting, to be honest. If I can pull the grade 4 off of him, then I can show you why he's interesting. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 0, crit. A friend of mine, she likes this card a lot, so I guess I pulled her favorite card. And this guy, he is a Silent Tom as rear guard. So we have OTT Silent Tom all over again as an 8K. But he has to hit and he counterblasts. So he's like Silent Tom, but quote unquote better. Okay, I'm going to throw it away. Actually, I'm going to close my door. Be right back. Okay, I'm back again. Ow. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go to out the side. So far I have opened about half of it right now. This will be the half mark. And still 1 SP. I would ask the audience if I had one, but since I have half of an audience, it's okay. What do you normally play for clans? You can kind of look right on the description down below. Or what's your favorite clan? What's your least favorite clan? I guess. My least favorite would be... I can't stand Nova Grapplers for some reason. I just don't like that. It's like, oh, I lost. Goodbye. Oh, this guy. I really like him. He's really cool looking. I'll tell you what he does later, but he's really good. And that's it for this. No, I still have 3 more packs. Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. Yo. Okay. So many 1s. Not enough 2s. Not enough heal triggers. And then the other is this guy. So I can show you quickly what the box looks like. Of course, if you've already seen my channel, you can tell what I'm going to present out. If I can find it, of course. What the box looks like. I think I pulled every rare. Ow, my ear. Look for the gold box, look for the gold box, look for the gold box, look for the gold box. Ow, it's not gold enough. Oh, I guess I can't find it yet. I'll find it later. Later? Yes, indeed later. Okay. Back to opening packs. Let's see. Grade 2, grade 2, trigger, the 12K beater, and oh, you're different. He's so pretty and shiny. Look at that shine. I don't know what you do actually. Oh, okay. You're wonderful. Plot. 1, to crit. Stand. Oh, okay, so it seems like I'll be making this guy or revolving around him since I have 3 copies of him. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it for here right now. For opening, I'm gonna do a quick, what's that called? Oh, shoot, I can't think right now. A quick run through of all what the cards does. So it makes it easier for people, or makes it easier for you guys to understand why this is so good, the cards wise. We'll go over the grade 3s for now. We'll go over this guy first, since there's 3 of him. His auto effect is if you have a certain ability, Homare. If you guys can pronounce that for me, that'd be wonderful. Probably in the description below, comments down below. If this tech hits Vanguard, if you do, you draw a card and you unflip 2 damage. This is as a rear guard. His effect only works on rear guard. During your turn, if another name has the same name as this column, same name. During your turn, if you have another unit in the same column as this unit, he gains plus 1,000, so he's 11. Then if you have a grade 0 at the same column, he gains plus 2. So I assume that same name. What do you mean by same name? Is there any here that has the same name? Explain same name too. See, these 2 are a pair. That's not a pair. Hold on. Let me go look for something. A pair. What do you mean by a pair? Unless they mean like something like this, then same name as like the bottom, like the first 2 names. Nope, that's not it. Unless you're looking for H something, then I guess that works. Hold on. So confusing. Ouch. Oh my goodness, so many good ones. I don't need 8 pairs of everything. Okay, I'll figure what he does later. Anyways, if you have another column of the same name, it's probably grade 0. Then he's a 13 all by himself. Plus 1, plus 2, so 3, so he's a 13, and then a 5 or something. So 18? I guess now you hit the magical number. Anyways, that's what he does. The Japanese version of him was a little bit better, I guess. Okay. I can't find the I can't find the double R of him, so he is a certain name, Shinki Hatsu. Oh, wow, I can't pronounce this at all. If you can like on the description, like phrase it out, SHINKEN space HISSATSU. That'd be wonderful. Basically, it's an ability where instead of having limit break 4, it's limit break 3. So all their effects go off when they have 3 damage or more. Okay, 3 damage. If this is a rear guard and you have a grade 4 or greater, he gains plus 2, so he's a 13 base. If he's legioned, then it has to be a certain name on top of him. Then the cards of this in your hand gains plus 2 grades. So if you have another of him in your hand, you call it to the field, he gains plus 2 grades, so he's a 5k. And therefore, since he's grade 4 or greater, then that means he gains plus 3, or plus 2. So he's by himself a 13 if you have another. So basically you need a full field of him in a sense, and you have 13. You have 21 columns all day. Whoops. So that's what he does. Okay, I'll go over the grade ones. They're kind of confusing, so I'll go slowly. This guy, and I have literally 6 copies of him. So this guy is, how we say, he is a he's supporting one unit, and that unit is this guy. Where's my blue hair guy? Here he is. Okay, so what happens is, if he's supporting this guy, so say it's like this, he's supporting, he gains, this unit gains +3 until the end of the battle. If you have this guy next to him, he gains +2 more. So these will be 8Ks on the field. His own effect is okay. So I should be the opposite way. My bad. Because his is Boost Vanguard. Oh, it doesn't really matter what you do, to be honest. His effect works when you have a name like him on the field. He kicks off. He gains +3. So if you have 2 copies of him on the field, then that's ideal. You have 2 of this on the field, so let's put him in the middle like white shorts in a sense. He boosts this boosts that. That's white shorts. Anyways, so I'll explain what it does. If he boosts this, he gains +3 +2. If this is on the field and you're boosting, you draw 1 and discard 1 after you soul blast 1. And then if you have this guy as a rear guard, he gains +2. He's an 8K by himself. If you have, he's an 8K with someone else. The other grade 1 that's very good is this guy. I'll put him in the center so you can guys see. What he does is that if you have 3 rested units and 3 damage, and if you're a grade 3 or less, okay, his effect is you put in the soul. When your grade 3 or less attacks, and you have 3 or more rear guards rested, you pay cost, which is going in the soul. Choose one of your vanguards, and he gains +10 until the end of the battle. So, in other words, ideally, you have 2 grade 2s here. So you boost, you attack, Oh, sorry. Should go the other way around. My bad. So attack, so rest, attack, skill goes into soul, +10, attack. Because you have 3 rested units, his effect goes off from the soul. To the soul. So basically what happens is, I'll borrow you guys for now. So what it does is 1, 2, his skill activates, his auto effect. He has 3 rested units, he just goes into the soul, and you plus Vanguard +10 without boost. So in other words, you get 2 triggers for free. That's if you have 3 or more damage. 3 or more. And then you attack for whatever number it is. So that's what it does. That's a great one right there. What else am I missing? This guy. Since I have English, I can actually read what you do. Oh, okay, 3 or more damage. Oh, okay, so basically this guy works once. You come to the field, you counterblast 1, you soul charge 1, so take the top of the deck and put it under soul. And then this unit becomes 11K booster for 1 turn. That's it. Okay. So, Dark Irregular and what's that one chick I can't think of right now? It's Succubus. Courting Succubus, I think. When you soul charge, you gain +4, so she's 11. And I guess it stacks over time, but sure. Okay, that's what you do. Out of the other grade 1s, I probably won't run him, to be honest. Everyone else seems better than him. But you know, that's my opinion. Uh, if you want to run him, go for it. But to be honest, do you want to lose a card inside your soul and not be able to take that out? By the way, this archetype doesn't have Legion yet. I'm sure there is Legion somewhere, but currently it's not here. That is grade 1s for you. The other grade 1 I mentioned was Stridefather, PG, and Quintet Wall. PG is somewhere here. Hold on, let me check. Where is it? Stridefather, Oh, I have 4 Stridefathers. Cool. I don't have to go look for it anymore. Stridefather he has 2 effects. Besides the fact that while in hand he becomes grade +2. What else does he do? When on rear guard goes into soul. So he's an act ability. He goes into soul if you have 4 if you have a grade 4 or greater on the field. That unit gains +5, and then his auto effect is if he hits Vanguard, Soul Blast 1 and Unflip 2. So grade 4, I have 1 grade 4. Here he is. Okay, so what happens is the combo is literally this way. Skill put into soul, skill counterblast 1, attack all front row. His skill is I'm going to soul blast 1 and unflip 2. I'm done. That's what it does. As for okay, he doesn't have the other costs, which is go look for someone. He doesn't have that ability. His ability is soul blast 1 and unflip 2 if it hits. That's all. PG is, well, obviously it's going to be the only one you probably have, is, he's the shield unflipper. So PG unflipper in a sense. If you have another copy of him in the drop zone, you unflip damage. The green symbol that they all mentioned, its correct term is counter blast. Sorry, what was it? What is that green called? Shoot, I had it in my head last time. Counter blast, right? Counter blast. I'll figure it out. I'll probably just type it in afterwards. It's something. I don't remember. Counterblast is unflip. Counterblast is flipping over something, and then they should just make it unflip damage. Good grief. I have some fancy word. Oh well, that's fine. Okay. Oh, countercharge. Oh, okay, thank you, Genie. You are wonderful. Okay, so now we'll go over the triggers. I think there are 2 sets of stands, to be honest. Not 3 sets, sorry. 3 sets of stands. There's 3 types of crits and like 1 type of draw. Oh, sorry, 1 type of heal. You're all by yourself, sorry. No one really likes you anyways. This crit. There are females in this subgroup, but they're triggers mostly. Unless you want to count that as a guy, that's a guy, that's a guy. Then we have traps. So, yeah. Right. They're all mini traps. It's like, okay, I'm done. Can we go now? Can we leave? Can we leave this world? No. I want my 4 heals. Crap. You know what I should have done? Not organize this at all. After I'm done with all of this, I'm going to shuffle it all and give it to someone, and they have to redo all of this work. I have 6 heals. All right, I'm almost done making a whole deck, ish. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over the vanillas. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vanillas, right? We have the 4 heals, the 8 crits, and then like 4 stands, to be honest. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so, and then like the draw, which has no effect, right? Yep, all these have no effect. Stop going to sleep. Sorry about that. My computer loves to go to sleep, so if it's not doing anything, like, oh, sorry. Okay, so this draw trigger is if you have a certain name. Okay, basically this is like the Bermuda Triangle trigger, the 4K that goes +3 if you have a certain name. Literally, this is what it is, and the person you're looking for is this person. I think they're sisters, to be honest, and it's the same thing. So this and this gains +3 each, so they're both 7Ks at grade 0s. That's it. Kind of sad. Literally, they're like sisters staring at me with daggers. It's like, oh, sure. I'm sure the lore is something different. Okay, what do you do? Attacks when so it's one turn as a rear guard. When your Vanguard attacks, if this unit is in your back row, restand. So basically, stand this unit. Then, if the grade 4 or greater is Horror HOMARE ability, choose one of your rear guards in the same column and restand it. So you're literally looking for HOMARE, which is, I think that's the limit break. Nope. Nope. You're looking for a certain ability. Nope. Oh boy. We are literally looking for, oh, found it. So it's basically like this guy. Oh boy, there's a lot of you actually. So, you boost. Okay. Sure, I'll take it for now. Where is one pot? Oh, this guy. And then him. Okay, I found it. Ah! Okay, so support of HOMARE. If you guys can pronounce it, that'd be wonderful. Yeah, I'm not that Asian enough. Sorry. Okay. So that's that subclan or that sub subclass. So that's that one. Okay. So that's what you do. Okay. Okay. So I guess we will go on to. Wait, you're a stand trigger? So stand and draw. Okay. Okay. Next set is the rares. So, Quintet Wall, Stratfather. He's going to be forever 12K base or 12K hitter, whether he's on Vanguard or Rearguard. So if you have 3 damage, then whoop-de-doo, you can literally attack for 12 or 20 if you are lucky with the 8K base. Other than that, I shall go find more of him. Should be a few. Okay, that's what he does. This guy, I have only one of you, unfortunately. When he attacks and hits Vanguard, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, draw a card, and call 1 card from your hand to the field. So, if you're lucky enough, oh, he's a rear guard effect too. So you attack, skill Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, return to hand, call again, attack, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast, call to hand again. No, sorry. You draw a card and you put 1 back. Or you draw a card and you take a card and replace it. So basically it goes this way, and then call another unit on top of them. I guess. It's kind of mean, but you know, hey. It's a sword. Deal with it. Okay, so the last rare is this guy. If you have a bunch of grade zeros in your hand, you kind of want to block him as quickly as possible. His effect has to hit first for his ability to go off. So you attack, count last one, and literally your opponent cannot guard in grade zeros in hand. So attack for 16 to Vanguard, hit, count last one. Your two cards or your 2 second attacks, cat zero, no zero, no zero. So PG, PG, or die to a critical and then die to a big number. It's a game. So basically, this is Silent Tom as passive and aggressive at the same time. Please don't let this guy hit. For future warning, you know. So that's a rare. That's a rare. Okay, now we'll go through the starters. There are 6 starters. You have this one, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this dude. There are 5. Oh, perfect. I don't have to go searching for every single one of you again. Okay, we'll go with the one that is the least worrisome and then the most worrisome of them all. These guys is put to soul if you have the other subclan or subgroup. Okay, there's 2 subgroups in this set. You have the Sinkin group, and then you have the homemade group. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call them, homemade and Shinki. To be honest, I'm like, I don't care anymore. If you guys want to correct me, fine, be that way. But yeah, those are the two subclans and 2 sub arcs in this subclan group. It's these 2, the homemakers and then the Shinkis. Good enough. Okay, so this guy, choose 2 of the Shinkais, and they gain +3 each. Okay, and he goes into soul. He's an act ability. This guy is put into soul, drop a card, draw 1. This guy is count last 1. If he boosts a homemaker, that unit gains +3. It goes into soul. After that, choose another rear guard, and that gains +5. In other words, you have 2 rear guards in a sense. This hurts the head a lot. This guy is literally almost the same thing as this guy, except that he looks cooler, I guess. I don't know. Kind of Soul Blast 1, when boosted, you have no face up damage. Pay cost. If you do unflip damage, and this unit gains +3. When attacks hits Vanguard, draw a card and put this into soul. Okay, so he's an 8k for 1 turn. If you don't have any counter blast, you unflip 1, and then if you hit, put this in soul and draw a card. You know what? I like this guy better. And then the easiest one of them all is this guy. Basically, what you do is you ride a grade 1, you squish him to the side, attack for 11, attack for 6. He gains +5 when there's nobody next to him or nobody behind him. But if you push him in the back and you call another rear guard, this is just 11. He doesn't have the boost anymore. Or better yet, if it's like this is just 11. By himself, 11. There you go. So if you had to write a PG, then I guess you can just attack with 11. Yeah. If you have, his condition is if you have the Shinkei as a Vanguard, then he becomes 11. Other than that, he's just sitting there for 5k. So if you're not going to be running the Shinkei build, then you might as well not use them at all. Next, out of all of the zeros, to be honest, No. Maybe. Definitely not. So one of these two guys is your best bet. Because they're all 5Ks, except for this random guy. He's a 4K. At least give me a grade 3 searcher or something. Okay, fine. Don't answer me. Back. Okay, so that's the rare section of the zeros. Okay. No, come back. Okay. Next we have grade 2s. Do I have to explain the 10K boost beater? I hope not. Please, oh please no. Okay, good, I don't. Sweet. Next one is the interceptor. That's a 10K. Do I have to explain what this does too? Basically, this is your bodyguard plus 5 shield more. So instead of being a 5K shield, it's a 10K shield now. Okay, good. I don't have to explain too much about that. Okay, next. Oh, so many of these 10Ks. Next people we have are this guy and this guy. For some odd reason, the friend of mine, he thinks this is a girl. I'm like, okay, whatever. Guy, girl, same difference. Not really. They're all swords, people. Sheesh. Don't worry about them. They're all swords. If you disrespect them, I'm sure you get cut in half. Okay, so there is a difference between this guy and this fellow. They both do the same thing, to be honest. If it hits, you discard one and you draw two. Difference is that this guy has resist and this guy doesn't. But this doesn't say resist. It just says this card cannot be chosen by effects of your opponent's cards. Why can't you just say resist? Oh my goodness. Okay, anyways, there's no point. They both do the same thing. They both support Shinki. The only big difference is that his is draw one. Count blast one. Discard. Count blast one. Soul blast one. If just attacks Vanguard, then draw two. You discard one first. So attack. Counter blast one. Soul blast one. His has to be a rear guard effect, by the way. Ow, my ear. Discard one from hand and draw two. So literally, this is an an auto effect of Skull Witch Naholan, except that it's a 7K and it has resist. So I guess that's better. To be honest, I probably just hang this on my wall. Literally just hang it. This one is the same thing as this guy, except his is just count plus one and gains plus two. And if you support the homemakers, then you ditch one and draw two, but it has to hit. To be honest, yeah, there you go. This guy. Just because of the fact that there's no restriction on him. His double R looks a little bit more fancier than this art, but you know, it's gold. What are you gonna say about that? But that's what the grade 2 does. I guess this one's better now. If I had to like choose, I go with this guy just because he's power based. This guy supports both, but this guy just supports one. So I guess he's a universal one. He works for both sides. I hope in real life you pick a side. If you don't, you might get screwed. So that's my advice to you. This guy, basically you attack Vanguard. If it hits, counterblast 1, restand plus 2, and attack your choice if you want. You can hit back row. So literally 11 to rear guard, your 0, your starter, I don't know, 11 to your starter, literally speaking. I was like, okay, that works. Sure. There you go. He does not have to be boosted, by the way. Okay. Now I guess I'll go through the hollows. Um, okay, so I'll go through this guy first. He's the overpowered unit, I would say, literally. Um, he supports homemakers. Basically, what happens is that he's he loses triple drive, and he kind of loses everything else too. um, but yeah, he's G1 or G2, so attack Vanguard. Um, by the way, you need a full field for his effect to go off completely. So I'm just gonna go random one and twos to be honest. Hui. And sure, why not? So attack. Crown plus one, restand. Nope, other way. Attack, attack, skill, plus 10, skill, restand. No, that doesn't work. My bad. Attack Vanguard, skill, rest, 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 stand, skill, plus 10, attack, drive check 1, hope for a game. Usually this is a game winning strategy, but I would not rely him um, for for I will rely him for ending your game. I usually would use this for push or pressure. Um, Basically, what you kind of do is you kind of rely on these guys a lot, to be honest. So you attack with Vanguard first, you drive check 3, his effect goes off, you flip one over, and then you choose 5 rear guards, and you rest them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And his effect, he restands. Oh, has to hit though. Okay. Um. Yeah. So he has to hit. So attack Vanguard. Probably go no guards. Like okay, that's like drive check 3. Hopefully your drive check isn't a stand trigger. If it is, then that's a waste of stand trigger. You might as well just put on Vanguard then, because that's the only thing you can do. And then since it hits, you use the skill rest, 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 restand. And then he minuses he minuses 2 drive checks, but then he still has his effect, which kicks in because you have 3 rested units. He goes into soul, and he goes plus 10, so attack again for 26, and that's it. You drive check 1. Hope for the stand now, and then you can stand this guy, I guess, and nothing happens. So that's what that does. Of course, there's more to that than meets the eye. First of all, you need the certain name or certain subclan or sub arc. Someone is going to be bitching about it down below, I assume. But you know, at least I'll cover that very quickly. Yeah. Well, I guess this would work if you have Shiken as your Vanguard, and then you stride with this, and it has everybody's name in. So I guess that would work. Next guy would be another grade 4. It's this guy. His is, simply put it, Kaiser Vermilion as a grade 4. Crown plus 1, reveal another copy, attack, front row. So 26, 26, 26, and triple drive check as well. That's what he does. I guess this is better as a double R than this guy as a triple R. But, you know, that's my opinion. I don't have to explain perfect guards. You kind of refigure what that does. Crit trigger. He looks wonderful, I know. Look at that shine. Look at that shine. Okay, hold up towards you. He goes into soul when your Vanguard attacks. If this unit is standing, you pay cost, you draw a card, and your front two units on your front row gain +3 until the end turn. So I guess you sack one unit on your side of the field. So since I have three of them, might as well use them. So attack Vanguard skill was in the soul +3 14. Sure, I guess. Why not? That's what he does. This guy is, literally speaking, attack. Skill, crown +1, +15. You go, what? Yeah. What you cannot do is this. Attack. Why can I not attack with you? Because you have a standing unit. So it's like sister going, well, after you. Okay, thank you. Attack, +15. Crown +1. So I don't even need triggers. I go 26 by myself and any other booster I have. So 30 something to Vanguard. You want to PG this? No? Okay, that's fine. So that's what he does. This guy, to be honest, why did they make you? There's another guy that likes him too, but you know. He is Calm +1, Soul Blast 1, Text Vanguard, pay cost. This unit gains +4 for every +4 for every Shoken you control. And Shoken Tochu is these people. These people. This fool and this fool. So, literally speaking, it's like, okay, that's your ideal field right there for this guy's build. So, how the heck do I format this? I guess. Such a weird field. So, attack Vanguard, skill, Calm +1, Soul Blast 1, +3, +4, sorry, I should say, skill, Calm +1, Soul Blast 1, +4, +4, 1, 2, 3, 4, +12 to Vanguard. So this is +3, so +15. So that's 26 +8. 34? 34 to Vanguard? Okay. Okay, I think I get it now. I quit this job. I'm kidding. Yeah, that's a force to be reckoned with. Of course, if I'm versing this myself, I'm just going to burn everything. I don't care. Except for this guy. I can't burn him. It won't let me. And the last one of the day is... I'll have two more, never mind. I have two more to go. Last one would be... this guy, I guess. Soul Blast 1, when boosted, gains +3. Choose another from back row. return to hand. Okay, so attack, skill, return to hand. Make sure he has Shinki. That's not Shinki. Okay, I'm done. I'm sure there's some useful information off of him. I guess you can turn in a grade 3 to your hand. Or your Strife Father. Yeah, Strife Father. Okay, sure. This guy. Is this battle sister? What's that one battle sister that lets you look at the top of the deck and put a face, put it on the top or the bottom of your deck? Coco? No, not Coco. Coco? Okay. Thank you, Genie. So basically what happens is this guy has a hit, you Soul Blast 1, take the top of the deck, look at the top card in the deck, put it on the top or on the bottom, and then draw a card. Crown Blast 1, auto, when a rear guard with Homemaker attacks Vanguard, you can pay cost, this gains +3. So, attack with a Homemaker support, skill, Crown Blast 1, gains +3, 14 attack. Okay, sure, why not? Okay, that's all the hollows for this half part. I'm going to break it and then give you a rest and see how far I get. See ya. Bye.